Hello everybody, my name is Atlas, and welcome on back to another video. Ever since 2021, anti-trans legislation has been the hottest trend of the year for Republican state legislatures, and it's only been growing in popularity. The Republican Party's policies, after all, are becoming more and more unpopular every single year. So, what better way to distract from their shitty platform than creating solutions to problems that don't exist? That is, after all, the bread and butter of the culture wars, and that's really all left Republicans have to stand on. But it looks like anti-trans legislation has gone mainstream, and Republicans want to take bullying trans children nationwide. So that's what we're going to be covering in today's video, the details, implications, and also, debunking this whole idea, right? So yeah, consider subscribing if you enjoyed today's video to stay in the loop, and also leave a like, because if this video gets 10 million likes, I'll get Ben Shapiro to perform
wet ass P-word.
Thanks, and enjoy the video. H.R. 734. An anti-trans bill being proposed in the House that would ban trans kids from playing on sports teams that correspond with their gender identity. Isn't it kind of funny, also, by the way, how Republicans are suddenly pretending to give a shit about women's sports? Like, aren't reactionaries supposed to be the people, like, mocking the WNBA and shit? But I digressed. Let's say Republicans do actually give a shit about women's sports, to play devil's advocate here. And they argue that, well, what about all the little girls trying to pursue their dreams of being athletes? Imagine they work really hard and their dreams get crushed because some trans girl beat her. They don't stand a chance to compete against biological males. And really, that is such a tragic story. Really incredibly tragic. If only it weren't complete fucking fantasy. See, here's the thing about this so-called issue. There is not a single fucking instance of this situation actually occurring. And more food for thought. This is a veto letter from, I believe, 2021 from the governor of Utah, where he vetoed a bill banning trans girls from playing in girls' sports. And when he looked into it, guess how many kids this bill actually impacted? Guess how many trans girls were playing school sports at the time in the state of Utah? 4. Hi guys, Editor Atlas here. So, I was editing this video, and I went to look back at this letter, to find it so I could put it in the video. And turns out I was wrong. 4 students is actually the number of trans kids playing sports in the state of Utah in general. The number of trans girls playing school sports is 1. 1 trans student playing school sports. So yeah, even more fucking insane than 4. And so this bill was written by the Utah State Legislature out of the transphobic and ludicrous fear that one of these 4 trans children who just want to play sports with girls like them, who just want to be accepted by their peers, would dominate in the field of girls' sports and keep some cis girl from getting a Little League trophy. That is how fucking ludicrous this shit is. So, to those of you smartasses saying that they should make an entire separate league for trans people, trans girls in school sports, trans league, you have men's league, women's league, and trans league. Please explain to me how this league, with only 4 girls not even playing the same fucking sport, is supposed to work. Please, enlighten me. I would love to know. I would love to know how that is supposed to work. And if Utah, with a population of over 3 million people, has only 4 trans girls in girls' sports in school, how many other trans girls playing sports do you think there are playing girls' sports in school? How many other trans girls playing girls' sports in school do you think there are in the entire country? Probably less than 1,000. Now, do you finally, do you get how fucking stupid this legislation is now? Not only can they not provide a single instance of a trans girl beating a cis girl in women's sports due to some biological advantage, but then they try to write this crappy legislation that impacts less than 1,000 vulnerable fucking children who already have to deal with being the most hated fucking minority group in the United States. So, to any smartass who thinks this legislation is based on anything but sheer transphobia, you can go fuck yourself. And this argument I've made here doesn't even take into account the millions of women, who already take hormones and aren't even fucking trans, or the fact that hormone therapy substantially reduces muscle mass, or the fact that it is an inherently misogynistic premise to assume a woman would automatically lose to someone that they presume to be a male at a sport. Now, the implications. This bill will not pass in this Congress. Or at least with this president, right? America, fuck yeah! But the fact that people are even trying to propose bills like this, targeting vulnerable fucking children, is incredibly worrying. Do you have any fucking idea how much damage to someone's mental health being the target of millions of people's hatred can do to a person? Let alone a fucking child? Bills like these, targeting probably the most vulnerable people in the country, are incredibly fucking dangerous. And let's face it, it's already dangerous to live as a trans person in America in 2023. And bills like HR 734 just make that hysteria and just make that dangerous situation worse and worse. Maybe instead of focusing on little children trying to find acceptance among their peers, focus your hate on more pressing issues at the very fucking least. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I know, it's been a bit. I'm getting back into the swing of things, okay guys? Minecraft, coming back on this channel. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be incredible, fantastic, the best thing you've ever fucking seen. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and consider subscribing, and remember to leave a like on this video, because if this video gets 10 million likes, Ben Shapiro will perform WAP. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.